If you're a first-time DUI offender and you've been alleged of some form of use of alcohol or drugs while operating a motor vehicle, first thing we're going to want to do is assess your case and what happened on that day. I'll ask you to go back a little bit for me. A couple hours before this stop, where were you? What were you doing? During the stop, what do you remember? If you're facing these charges and you have been accused, the first thing we will do is get you to an alcohol or drug assessment counselor. We'll have them do a formal evaluation of you, and we'll want to get you into education courses. Why do we do this? It's not to presume that you're guilty in any way, but it's also to make sure that if there is enough information to establish that there is a good case, we have enough to mitigate the damages for you. Also, at that evaluation, if you're found to be a social drinker or an alcoholic, the answer does not matter. What matters is the treatment, the education we give you. Could it be 12 weeks? Could it be 26 weeks? We want to get you somewhere where if you have issues, we can help you get through them. Or if you happen to be a social drinker, let's educate you on making some better choices of not getting behind the wheel of a car. The fact is alcohol is ever present in our daily life. We see it in commercials, we see it on billboards, we see its use everywhere, and if you're above the age of 21, it's available to you anywhere, almost any time. But what you have to remember is if you get behind the wheel of a vehicle, that .08 is also there. And the state of Maryland has made DUIs a very central point of their focus in preventing crime. The commercials are everywhere, just like the alcohol commercials as well. So in those competing interests, you should know that drinking and driving is not a good idea. But if you have, that's not the end of it. As a first-time offender, you are eligible for probation before judgment. If this is more of a simple DUI where you were accused and stopped and there was good reason to do so, and the tests were there, and you do face charges and you face penalties, you could face probation before judgment as an alternative to any type of jail. You may still face a fine, but if we did put you in front of an alcohol counselor, if we put you in AA meetings, if we did all the things that we can do to protect you and your record, probation before judgment is not a guilty finding. You do not have to write on an application that you were convicted of a crime because you were not. What we need to do is be prepared for anything. If the case cannot be won, we want to make sure that we protect you. If the case can be won, we're going to want to make sure that we go through every single step of every single part. The fact of the matter is, we're going to do it all. From beginning to end, you will be very well prepared. But understand, we want to make sure that your record can be protected at all times. So if you were to be found guilty, what we can do in its place is get you probation before judgment, for completing alcohol education, for reporting to an alcohol counselor, for doing all the things a judge would set forth in special conditions like a victim impact program, and even checking in with parole and probation. If you are put on probation, which is supervised, when all the stipulations of your probation are met, perhaps we can have it abated to unsupervised probation. We want to make the transition of this unfortunate incident as seamless as possible. And for first-time offenders, there's a lot that we have available for you. However, remember, if you come back for a second time, the penalties will be stiffer. So ideally, when they're first time through this, we get you through unscathed, and therefore you don't have to worry about it again.